I'm going to show you the most effective digital marketing strategies for business owners to get more leads and sales without a big budget or a huge following. And the best part is, it's a simple system that you can start using this week, even if you feel like you've tried everything before. A couple of years ago, I was talking with a business owner named Brandon. He was doing all the things right, posting whenever he could, boosting a few ads, even paying for marketing help. And still, nothing consistent. Leads were random, and he couldn't tell what was working and what wasn't. What changed wasn't some new hack. It was actually realizing he didn't need more marketing. He needed a simple digital system that he could actually run in-house. And once he had that, leads became predictable. And that's what I'm going to walk you through today. Here's the problem for most business owners. Digital marketing feels like a bunch of disconnected tactics. A post here, a website tweak here, a random ad, and then you get busy and it all stops. So today I'm going to simplify this into 4 steps. And by the end, you'll know what your marketing system actually is made of, where to focus based on how people buy, how to make content that works like an asset, and how to convert attention into leads consistently. And then I'm going to show you the simplest next step to implement it. All right, let's start with the first step. Step 1, stop treating marketing like a bunch of tactics. Most business owners are trying to do 47 things or 147. You know what I mean. A little Instagram, a little SEO, a boosted post, a website change. It is exhausting. So here's the simplest way to think about digital marketing. Everything you do belongs in 2 buckets. Bucket number 1 is content. Bucket number 2 is conversion. Content is how you show up at scale. Conversion is how you turn that attention into a lead or a sale. And here's the mistake. A lot of people post content and they have no conversion path. So the viewer watches, then leaves, and that's the end. Okay, quick question. If someone watched your best video today, would they know what to do next? If the answer is not really, you are not alone. We're fixing this in step 3 and 4. Okay, but first, step 2, choose where to play based on how people buy. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to be in the places that match how your customers think. Simple rule. If people search for what you do, you need a search platform. Think like Google or think YouTube, because the customer is already saying, I need this. Now, if people don't search for it as much, and it's more like, I didn't know I needed this, but now I want it, then interruption platforms can work really well too. That's more like short form, social. And here's a key point. Content isn't only about views today. Good content becomes real estate. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Content isn't only about views today. You can leverage good content like real estate. You publish it once and it can keep working over and over. So don't just ask, how do I get views this week? Ask, how do I build a library that helps attracting the right people? And one more thing right here. If you're already making short form, you can often repurpose it into multiple places without creating more work. Same idea, same clip, different platform. That's leverage. Step 3, treat content like a business asset. A lot of owners say, content doesn't make money. Well, truth is, content is one of the best ways to multiply your time because it keeps working after you record it. A sales call only happens once, but a piece of content can be seen 10 times, 100 times, or 1,000 times. I mean, just picture this. What if you had that sales call recorded and you edited the parts out that were, maybe about the company that you're speaking with and just focusing on what you can do for those other companies? That's content right there. Now, what if you took that sales call and made it into all these pieces of content? Okay, so a simple way to think about it is attention has a cost. If you buy attention with ads, you pay for it. Organic content can earn attention without paying every time. You don't need to get stuck in like perfect math, but just understand this. Every view that you earn organically is a view that you didn't have to buy. And for most business owners, the real win is this: content builds trust at scale. It answers questions for people before they ever talk to you. It positions you as the guide. And that's why when content works, sales get easier because people arrive warmer. Okay, now let's make this extremely practical. Here's the simplest content approach for business owners. Don't create content, create answers. What are the top questions that your customers ask? How much does it cost? How long does it take? What should I avoid? What mistakes do people make? What's the best option for my situation? Those questions are your content calendar. Now, if you have other top questions that customers ask, add those to this. And if you want to make it even easier, pick one problem that you solve and make 10 videos answering it from all different angles. Again, just one problem, but 10 videos from 10 different angles. That alone can carry you for weeks. So far, we've got 2 buckets, content and conversion. You choose platforms based on how people buy. You treat content like an asset. And now we connect it to leads. So step 4 is build a conversion path that matches your price. This is where most business owners lose money because they post, but they don't guide. They get attention, but no next step. So your conversion path needs to match your offer. Here's the rule of thumb. If your offer is lower priced, make the next step low friction. Easy, yes? If your offer is higher priced, add a little more friction because you want serious people, not just curious people. So what should your next step be? Here are 4 simple solutions. You do not need all 4. Just pick one. Option 1, a DM keyword. Comment plan, and I'll send it. Option 2, an opt-in. A checklist, a template, a short guide. And option 3, a webinar. This is great when you want to teach, build trust, and walk people through a system. Option 4, a call. Use this if your offer truly needs a conversation. Here's the key line. Content is the door. Conversion is the hallway. If you have a door but no hallway, people are going to walk away. So if you want marketing to stop feeling random, you need one hallway, one clear next step. Now I want to give you the most important strategy for the entire video. If you're doing digital marketing and you're not collecting content info, you're building on rented land because algorithms change, reach changes, ad costs change. But when you collect content info, contact info, you can talk to people directly. And the simplest version of this is to start building an email list. And if it fits your business, SMS too. Text is great. Even a small list matters because it's an audience you own. Not like Facebook or Instagram or any of those short form content, social media contents. And here's another benefit. An owned audience increases the value of your business. It's an asset. So your goal isn't just views. Your goal is views, trust, content. Your goal is views, trust, contact, conversion. That's the system. All right, let's put this whole thing into one simple framework. You're not trying to master 47 strategies. You're running a clean system. Everything goes into content and conversion. Choose platforms based on how people buy. Treat content like an asset that keeps working. Build one clear conversion path. Collect contact info if you're not relying on the algorithm. That's how you build digital marketing that feels calm and consistent and actually leads somewhere. If you want help putting this into a whole system that you can run in-house, I have a free webinar that walks you through it step by step. So go check out the link in the description below. On the webinar, I'll help you create one clear message, one simple video approach, and a real path from content to leads without marketing turning into another full-time job. If this helped, subscribe because I post practical systems like this on a regular basis. And if you want the full walkthrough, grab the webinar link down in the description. All right, thanks for watching. See you next one.